Hello peeps, and welcome back to Mod of Minecraft with Nightdagger, episode 38. Today we are going to do a little bit more work with some forestry farms. Start out with a bite to eat, seems fitting. You can see I'm gathering a rather ridiculous amount of wheat and apples here, but these are from my regular farm that I have running outside. Let's take a look outside and see what I've done off camera. First thing you might notice is that the farm that I built last episode is gone. That's right, I tore it down because I decided I want to, instead of having one farm, I want to have 3 farms that are just a little bit smaller. These are 4x4 farms, so when they build their farmland out, it'll build 5 out from each direction, 4 wide. I haven't done anything with the farms yet, although I do have them set up with a farm hatch, a farm gearbox, and a farm valve, and I do have the aqueous accumulator on the bottom underneath the farm supplying the valve. But as far as actually configuring it yet, I haven't done anything. So, let's go ahead and get started with configuring our farms to run. You might notice I've got a power line out here. Well, that's because I've decided I'm using electrical engines to power the farms instead of peat-fired engines. Seems only fitting, considering I have a crap ton of tin gears that I have to do something with. So, let's sleep through the night, and let's get power hooked up to these things first. So, we need a few redstone torches, because we're pretty much going to want these to run constantly. 3 electrical engines running full time are going to pull 18 EU per tick. I'm generating 128 passively. This should not be an issue. Should never run into power supply problems with these farms. So, oops, I forgot something. I don't want to have it connected directly to the gearbox. I want to use some thermal expansion redstone energy conduit for it. Reason being, and this comes kind of back into buildcraft mechanics, and I don't know if it's always been this way or if it is this way still, or if it's been fixed since I noticed it, or what. But I've noticed that in a lot of cases, engines, I did not mean to come outside, there's my 1 per episode. In a lot of cases, engines that are connected directly to a machine will never quite be able to transfer all of their power. So eventually they just build up tons and tons and tons of power, and it seems wasteful to me. So 8 of those. Back outside. Let's go ahead and get these things hooked up. I don't know if it's necessary to use 2 or not, but I'm going to. Right here, we'll knock this out. We'll put a redstone torch there. We'll put our forestry engine there, and then we'll connect our cable right here. And that should supply plenty of good power for our farm. And there's the second one. And I am connecting these engines directly to high voltage. They can take it. Forestry engines can take any voltage. Well, I shouldn't say any. I don't know about extreme. I don't know if they can take extreme or quad extreme. But I know they can take what I'm throwing at them right now. Alright, that handles that. So we've got power. We've got water. We need a way to supply items. We're going to do that by coming back to the warehouse and preparing a few pipes. You can see I'm already carrying some basic logistics pipes on me. We're going to want to turn these into, I think soda light works for this. We're going to want to turn these into supplier pipes. We'll need 3 of those total. We also want some basic logistics pipes, and we've got some stone transport pipes, and we have a couple of golden transport pipes as well. Let's head back outside and we're going to drop down into the other spot that I've got opened up here, where we have our farm hatch. On the side here, we're going to put a logistics pipe, one of the supplier pipes. Here, we're going to have a cobblestone pipe. I actually want to break out a few more blocks here. And have another cobblestone pipe there. We're also going to have one there, there, and there. And then this is going to be a basic logistics. We'll use stone pipe to bring it back out to here. We'll use a couple of golden pipes, which, by the way, that is something that has been changed with the golden pipes. You can't just use one, you do have to use multiple pipes now in order to get full speed. Now, I kind of want these pipes to be in the air a little bit so I can see items flowing through. Actually, do I want that, or do I want to go underground? I think I actually want to go underground. Because I'm relatively sure the system's going to work. What I can do is I can leave this open until I know for sure. Which means this pipe here is about to be an intersection. Has to be a logistics pipe. There we go. We've got a connection there. Let's go ahead and tear out some room here. And I should have to go just a little bit further than this cable. Almost had it perfect. Alright, we'll fill this back in. Down here we're going to do kind of the same thing. We're going to have a supplier pipe here. Need some light. Don't want mobs to be able to spawn down here. A couple of cobblestones, some cobblestones there, a basic there. Cobblestones back to here, and then 3 gold up, and cobblestones to mesh. And we'll just run the, well, we'll run the stone pipe out to here. Out of power. There we go. Damn it. Phantom block. Another phantom block. Happens when you run out of power. Alright. We're going to do kind of the same thing here. Whoa, hello. We'll dig that out there. Put a torch. We'll have that dug out like that. Supplier. Stone, 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 basic. Stone to the intersection. Gold on the way up. Stone out to the center. Basic. Now this is going to be a long pipe, so I'm going to speed this back up again with some gold. And then this is going to be a relatively long pipe. So I'm going to bring this over here. I'm going to give this some gold. And then when we connect that, our logistics power should reach everything. So we should be good to go for that. So that's 2 things done. Actually, no, that's all 3 things done. These farms now have everything that they need to work except a program. That's right, you can program these farms. Right now, they are all set for managed arboretums, which is what they will be set at if there is nothing else given to them to do. Well, we don't really want to have just trees growing in these farms, right? No, that wouldn't be any fun. Let's go and program our arboretums to do cool stuff for us. First of all, let's put this crap away. We'll stack the buckets. I'm going to keep a few basic building supplies on me just in case I need them during this process. Electric jetpack's always good to have. And in here we're going to get the soldering iron that we had last episode. We're also going to get this intricate circuit board, and we're going to make a couple more. Need some of you. We're going to need a good amount of redstone before this process is all said and done, so we may as well take that. I almost did it again. And over here in the carpenter, we'll take out the recipe for the soldering iron. Give it the recipe for that. There we go. It's going to pull power from that to build this for us. And while this runs, let's go ahead and get the stuff that we need for the circuits. Now, there are a bunch of new circuits that have been added by the newest version of forestry, and there are a bunch of things that we can make this thing do for us. We have 3 farms, and we have 4 possibilities for each farm. So I think what I'm going to want to do is for the first farm, I'm going to want to have it be half trees, and let's see. I don't really need peat since I'm running off of those, and since ash isn't that useful anymore. It doesn't really make sense to produce huge amounts of peat, although I might want to swap that up later. Bog earth is annoying to build. So yeah, for right now, I'm going to avoid using a peat farm. I'm going to have my first farm be half trees and half wheat. Alright? The second farm, I'm going to have be... let's see, what do I want to do for the second farm? I think the second farm, I'm going to have it be half fruit trees, which is something new that you can do, and half rubber trees, which is also something new that you can do. And then the third one, I think I'm going to have it be 1/4 cactus, 1/4 sugarcane, 1/4... Maybe... We'll figure it out when we get there. Anyway, so, let's do them one at a time. The first one, we're going to want to have to be 1... Let's see. I have one of each electron tube in here, but I want to have some spares on hand anyway, so I'm going to make new tubes. I'm going to want to have 2 trees, so I need some copper ingots to make the copper circuits, and I wanted to have the rest of it be wheat, which means I need some bronze. We're going to need a good amount of glass for all of this. We're going to want to have some charcoal on hand. Alright, the second one, I want it to be half rubber trees, which means we need rubber. And I wanted the other half to be fruit trees, which means we need more copper. Well, just so happens I have some. But maybe a little bit more wouldn't hurt. And then the third one, I think I'm going to want to have it be... Let's see, what kind of plants do I have? I have some netherwort, so let's do some netherwort. Netherwort, no, can't do netherwort in this type of farm. Let's do some more wheat. Because we'll use it. Then I wanted some gold for cactus. I wanted some diamond for sugarcane. And what kind of seeds do I have? Flax seeds and regular seeds. Do I have any pumpkins or melons at all? No, I don't. No pumpkins or melons at all? No pumpkins or melons. Oh well. I think I'll do... Let's see. I don't know. We'll come to it. Cactus, sugarcane. Let's grab some iron. We'll do some veggies. Alright. Back up to our thermal expansion room, where we're going to turn on this electrical engine and start preheating this thermionic fabricator. Now the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to lay out our pattern. And we're going to put all of our resources that we're going to use up here. And there's our pattern for copper. How are we doing with the bat box? 28K. That's why I brought along some charcoal. Alright. We're almost warmed up to the point that we can do something with this. Come on. A little more. You can do it. You can do it. There we go. Alright. There's 8 copper electron tubes. There's 4 diamantine electron tubes. 4 iron tubes. 4 golden tubes. 8 bronze tubes. 4 rubberized tubes. I think that's all we need for now. We'll grab our circuit boards out of here. And now we'll start using the soldering tool. The soldering tool has 3 different modes. The first mode is for electrical engines. The second mode is for managed farms, and the third mode is for manual farms. Well, the first farm we're going to make is a managed farm. In a managed farm, copper tubes give you the effect of an arboretum, whereas bronze electron tubes give you the effect of wheat. Now, the way I have these set up, this one is the north, this one is the south, this one is the west, this one is the east. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. It should have been north, south, east, west, but whatever. Now, this is kind of a goofy layout. We don't want to have trees on both sides and then wheat on both sides, so let's go ahead and swap 2 of these tubes. This way, we'll have crops on the east and the south, we'll have trees on the north and the west. Add your add your circuit board, and it'll weld all of those circuits in place. The second farm we wanted to have was a manual farm. And in this manual farm, we were going to do rubber trees. And let's see, what else were we going to do here? We were going to do fruit trees. So we'll put a circuit board in there, and we'll call that good. The third farm, we wanted to have some reeds, which you get from the diamantine tube, some cactus, which you get from the golden tube, some veggies, which you get from the iron tube, and then what else do we want to do? We could do some more wheat, because we got plenty of those tubes left. Yeah, why not? Let's do a little more wheat. We'll call that good. And that gives us our third circuit board. So let's go ahead and put these circuit boards in the farms. And let's go ahead and grab some supplies for our farms. Let's put these circuits away first. We don't need the circuits anymore. We don't need the soldering iron. We don't need the charcoal. We don't need the tin. We don't need the charcoal. We don't need these tubes. We don't need the redstone energy conduits, or the glass fiber, or the gold tubes. Yeah, we don't need any of that crap. We will need the crescent hammer, or a buildcraft wrench, or something. Alright, we're going to need quite a bit of dirt. We're going to need quite a bit of fertilizer. And I don't believe anything else requires anything special. I think I have everything that I need. So, I might need some water buckets before all's said and done. So let's take some buckets with me. I got 3. That's good. Let's see here. We're going to need, for this, let's go with the managed farm first. Okay, we're going to need arboreal plants, huh? Let's go into our saplings chest and let's get ourselves some apple oak saplings. That sounds good. We're also going to want some rubber saplings from here. In our plants chest, we're going to want some cactus. We're also going to need some reeds, which I'm going to have to collect some. Oh, I do have pumpkins. What the hell? Oh well. I'm going to need some seeds. I'm going to want some veggies, which are in my food chest. Let's take some carrots and some taters. There's some reeds, so we'll take some of those. And what else are we going to need here? Succulents, vegetables, crops, rubber plantation, orchard. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Now, there is one thing that I have not done yet that I probably should start working on. We're all familiar with the Beealyzer. There's a new device called the Treealyzer. And I can't pull up the recipe for it in any eye, and I don't remember the recipe for it, so screw it. One important thing to note, part of the reason why I've been doing all of this work recently with these farms that I'm working on is that in the newest version of forestry, these recipes I don't believe work anymore. They'll still show up in NEI, but maybe it's only for new installs, and if you upgrade an install they still work, but as of the latest version of forestry, which I am running now, it doesn't work anymore. So, let's head... yeah, I think we're ready. Let's head outside. We'll head out to our farms. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to burrow down next to these tubes. Because we need to be able to access these pipes. Specifically, we need to be able to access this pipe. Now, if we click on the farm, that's going to open up this farm, and if we drop a circuit board in here, we're going to make this our managed farm. It's going to change what the farm requires. It's now a managed arboretum on 2 sides and a managed farm on the other 2. So, we need to keep in stock about 32 dirt at all times, about 32 seeds at all times, and about 32 apple oak saplings at all times. That is going to give our farm everything it needs to run, except we need some fertilizer. Let's keep 32 fertilizer at all times. Notice I did not put humus in this. These farms no longer require humus to run. The farm is smart enough to take the dirt from its inventory, combine it with the fertilizer that it gets here, and turn that into humus. You can hear it doing work already. So, that should be everything we need. Let's leave a torch here for good measure. And let's get ourselves out of here. You can see it's creating humus, and it's planning out our tree farm for us. Now, it's going to run kind of slow. It's only running off 2 Minecraft joules a tick. We'll leave that to run while we come over to farm number 2. We'll leave our torch for good measure, and we'll access this pipe. Actually, let's put the board in first. This one we're going to make our rubber plantation and our orchard. So, you can see rubber plantation, orchard. This one we want to have keeping 32 fertilizer, 32 rubber tree saplings, and 32 apple oak saplings at all times. Notice I did not tell it to keep dirt in stock. That was intentional. This is a managed farm. You can't tell it to keep dirt in stock because, well, it doesn't plant dirt for you. You have to do the hard work on this one. Well, just so happens I have some dirt. Let's go ahead and lay it out. And actually, I think this might require humus. We'll find out. If it's going to do anything, it should be doing it now. Why you no work? We're sending a bunch of saplings in, but it's not going anywhere. Where are the saplings going? I wonder if it's because I don't have any of these trees. You know what? Let's take out the apple oak saplings for now. Let's just keep the rubber tree saplings. And because I think it might be because you have to treealize these before it'll actually know what to do with them. Like, you have to know for sure that it drops a certain type of fruit. Now, it hasn't done anything with the rubber tree saplings yet, because it doesn't have enough to do with anything with. There aren't enough in my saplings chest. It can't meet the demand. Or wait, yeah, it can. Why is it not working? Oh, there it goes. Now it pulled them. Did I tell it to keep a stack? I must have. Alright, back outside. Let's come over here, and you can see that one has already planted, or has already grown a nice tree for me. Let's come over to this one, and rubber tree saplings can go on the top. So let's, well, we don't want that there. Let's try planting these. Is it smart enough to turn this into humus? That's my question. Is it smart enough to do anything? Or is my supplier totally borking? Okay, we've got a supplier on here. Items to keep stocked. Rubber tree saplings. Did it eat them? Ow. Is it doing anything? It's burning fertilizer. It's not stocking saplings. Okay, let's troubleshoot this. I've got a logistics pipe there, so I should know what to do with that. I've got a logistics pipe there, so that shouldn't be giving it any trouble. There's a logistics pipe there, and I know the rest of the network is good, so why is it not doing anything? Saplings, yeah, it put all of my rubber tree saplings back in here. I don't know, we might have to leave this one go for now. Or maybe it wants me to plant the saplings and then it's just going to do the harvesting for me. Alright, let's try that. And we're going to let this farm go. We're just going to leave this alone for the moment. Actually, you know what? Let's put the rubber tree saplings in there and see if it does anything weird. Maybe it does require humus. We'll come back to this one. Let's head over to this one. We drop that circuit board in. That's going to change it to reeds in the north, vegetable farm on that side, manual farm on that side, and a succulent farm on that side. So, again, it's a manual farm. It has to have the stuff placed down for it. It doesn't know how to do it itself. So let's grab us some dirt. We'll run out here. Now, which side is cactus? Of course, cactus is on the bottom. We're going to need sand for this. But the rest of the sides can all use. Alright, and we'll do this for now, because it'll help me keep better track of where the border is. I really should come through here and... Actually, I think I'm just going to fill the whole freaking thing in. And I'm going to leave... Let's see. I think I want this and this filled in. And then over here, I think I want that and that filled in. So, it should be just like that. And then the rest of this I'm going to fill in with sand. Let's head down into the depths of this one. We have our torch. We'll get our wrench. And here, we're going to tell this to keep 32 cactus, 32 seeds, 16 potatoes, 16 carrots, 32 reeds, and let's see, I had veggies, I had wheat, I had seeds, and I had sugarcane. Good. Now see, here it's stocking all of those. It doesn't know what to do with the cactus yet. Maybe it's because... Yeah, see, cactus is going in, and then cactus is coming right back out. I bet it's because I have to put down the type of soil that it needs in order for it to know what to do. So let's put down, or let's put our saplings away. We'll keep 32. In our plants chest, let's put our, and we'll put the seeds away, put the taters away, and let's grab some sand, sleep through the night, back outside, and then over here, let's dig these back out. One, two, three, four, 5. Now that we've got that bashed back out, let's lay down some humus here. Let's see what it does with that. Gonna do anything? Yeah, I'm honestly not sure what I'm doing wrong here. 2, 3, 4. It's got the rubber tree sap. Wait. Saplings have to be over here, don't they? Because the dirt should go on this side. At least it doesn't seem to be using up any fertilizer while I'm derping around. Okay, has this farm done anything? No, this farm isn't doing anything either. But this one doesn't. This one isn't doing anything. It's because I forgot to give it fertilizer. So at least this one has a reason. And then over here I want to have some sand for my cactus. Now that I've got the sand in place, do I have to come through and till this land? Like, do I really have to come through and do this much freaking work? Well, now that we've got sand, let's see what it does about cactus. Back to the warehouse. We'll grab our half a stack of cactus again. I don't know why I've got in the habit of doing that, but... Okay, so the tree farm's working perfectly. The tree farm and the wheat farm over here, no problem at all. Well, I mean, minor problem, I guess. Because this side of the arboretum isn't doing anything. There's an entire side of this arboretum that's just not functioning. And why did it plant... Oh, because I got this totally backwards, don't I? North. Oh, I'm an idiot. Still, this is a managed farm. It should have planted this. It should have known what it was doing. I don't know why it didn't know what to do over here. Yeah, 32, 36 apple oak saplings. So they're growing fine. Over here, part of the reason why this isn't working is because I messed this up. This side is the sugar cane. Which, I mean, sugar cane will grow on sand, but facing north, this side is the cactus. Alright, let's give this thing some cactus and see what it does, if anything. You gonna do anything? Because my understanding with these manual farms is that you're supposed to lay down the farmland yourself, and then after that, the farm is supposed to do the rest of the work for you. The farm, yeah, as I turn around to bat my cat, the farm is supposed to take over and say, okay, well, I know what I'm supposed to do here. So let me take it from here, and I'll plant and harvest for you, as long as you lay down the initial turf. But it doesn't seem to be doing that. So, last-ditch effort here. Let's come over here, grab ourselves a couple of rubber tree saplings. Our supplier should fix that. And then rubber is on the north side here. So let's try planting a rubber tree sapling. Right there. We'll try growing it with bone meal. See, you can't even bone meal on this. Alright, well, I am officially at a loss as to why this isn't working properly. It does appear to finally be doing something over here. Maybe it's just that it's not getting enough power to do this all at once. But I don't know why these managed farms aren't working at all. So I'm going to have to do a little bit more research into this and figure out exactly what's going on and why this isn't working. And then I think for episode 39, we'll finish off with the farms. I'll show you guys the last little bit of what you need to know to make these stupid farms work. And then from there we'll go into something else. But for right now, this has been Nightdagger with Let's Play Mod of Minecraft, episode 38. Hope you guys are learning something from me derping around with these farms. And hopefully next episode we'll learn what it takes to actually make these bloody frickin' things work. I'll catch you guys later.